Welcome to a journey that will fundamentally shift how you view the challenges standing between you and your goals. We often spend our lives waiting for the perfect moment, hoping that circumstances align so we can finally move forward. We wait for the rain to stop before planting seeds, for the economy to improve before investing, or for someone else to change their mind before taking action. But there is a profound truth hidden within the ancient philosophy of Stoicism that suggests this waiting game is not only futile but counterproductive. The central pillar of this way of thinking is captured in a single, transformative idea known as the obstacle is the way. This concept does not merely suggest that difficulties are good, it posits that difficulty is essential. It suggests that the barrier you perceive as stopping your progress is actually the very mechanism designed to forge the strength required to overcome it. Consider the path of a traveler moving through a dense forest. If the terrain were perfectly flat and clear, the journey would be easy, but it would also offer no opportunity for growth. The traveler might walk quickly, perhaps even carelessly, never developing the skill of navigation or the resilience needed for harder paths. Now imagine that the same traveler encounters a steep cliff face blocking their route. In our modern mindset, we would call this an obstacle, something to avoid, fight against, or bypass if possible. We might look for a different trail, hoping to find one without the climb. But the ancient Stoics argue that the climb is not an interruption of the journey, it is the journey itself. The effort required to scale the cliff builds the muscles and mind necessary for future challenges. Without the obstacle, the traveler remains untested and unprepared. This principle extends far beyond physical terrain and applies directly to the internal landscape of the human experience. In our daily lives, we face obstacles in the form of failure, rejection, loss, and uncertainty. We view these as enemies to be defeated or problems to be solved, so we can return to a state of comfort. However, when viewed through the lens of the obstacle is the way, these events become the curriculum for our character development. Every time you face a setback, you are being given an opportunity to practice virtue, resilience, and wisdom. The pain of loss teaches us the value of what we hold dear. The frustration of failure teaches us humility and the need for adaptation. The anxiety of uncertainty forces us to rely on our own reason rather than external validation. If life were a smooth stream without rocks, we would never learn how to navigate around them or develop the agility to swim through rapids. To truly embrace this philosophy, one must first understand that resistance creates friction. When you resist an obstacle, you are essentially fighting against the very force that is shaping you. Imagine trying to push a heavy door open while someone else pushes it closed. The more you struggle against their force, the more energy you expend without making progress. But if you step back and use their force to swing the door open, the resistance becomes your ally. In life, when we encounter an impediment, our natural instinct is to react with anger, fear, or despair. We scream at the universe for unfairness. We blame others for our misfortune. This reaction drains our energy and keeps us stuck in a cycle of victimhood. The Stoic approach asks us to pause and ask a different question. Instead of asking why this is happening to me, we ask what this is trying to teach me. What quality do I need to cultivate to move past this? Let us look at a concrete example from the world of creativity. An artist sits down to create a masterpiece, only to find that their materials have been stolen or destroyed by a storm. The immediate reaction might be devastation, leading to a long period of inactivity while they wait for resources to replenish. But the obstacle is the way suggests that this moment of destruction is a call to action. Perhaps the artist must now learn to work with different materials, developing new techniques and expanding their artistic range. The storm did not stop the art. It redirected the path toward a deeper mastery. By accepting the change and adapting, the artist grows in ways they never would have if the original plan had succeeded without incident. The obstacle forces innovation. It compels us to look at the problem from new angles and discover solutions we never considered before. Another angle to consider is the nature of fear. Fear often acts as a significant obstacle, paralyzing us before we even take a step. We fear failure, so we do not try. We fear rejection, so we do not speak up. We fear the unknown, so we stay in our comfort zones. In this context, the obstacle is the way becomes a powerful tool for overcoming fear. The very thing you are afraid of is the thing that will teach you courage. By facing your fears head-on and treating them as part of the process rather than signs to stop, you transform fear from a barrier into a stepping stone. Each time you confront something terrifying and survive it, you build a reservoir of confidence that makes the next challenge seem smaller. The obstacle is not a wall. It is a door waiting to be opened by your own bravery. It is also important to recognize that this philosophy does not mean we should seek out suffering or embrace misery. It does not suggest that happiness is impossible or that we must welcome tragedy. Rather, it suggests that when suffering arrives, which it inevitably will, we have the choice of how to respond. We can let the obstacle define us as victims, or we can use it to define ourselves as victors. The difference lies in our perception and our action. When a project fails, we can dwell in grief, allowing it to slow us down for months. Or we can analyze the failure, extract the lesson, and immediately apply that knowledge to the next endeavor. The speed at which we recover from an obstacle determines how far we will go in life. Those who treat obstacles as mere inconveniences move slowly, while those who treat them as opportunities move with incredible momentum. The practical application of this wisdom requires a shift in daily mindset. It starts with noticing the resistance you feel when something goes wrong. Instead of pushing against it, acknowledge it. Say to yourself, "This is happening and I can use this." Then, look for the lesson hidden within the event. Is it teaching me patience? Is it showing me where my assumptions were incorrect? Is it revealing a weakness in my preparation that needs strengthening? Once you identify the lesson, take action on it. Do not wait for the obstacle to disappear, work with it. This active engagement transforms the passive experience of suffering into an active process of growth. You become the architect of your own resilience, rather than a passenger watching your life be battered by circumstances. As we reflect on the broader implications of this ancient wisdom, we see that it offers a sustainable path through the chaos of modern life. We live in an era of constant change, where plans are frequently disrupted and stability is rare. In such an environment, relying on external conditions for our happiness or success is a fragile strategy. If everything depends on things going right, then one wrong turn can derail your entire life. But if you build your foundation on the understanding that obstacles are part of the way, you become unshakable. You realize that no matter what happens, you have the tools to adapt and grow. This creates a sense of inner peace that is not dependent on external validation or perfect circumstances. Ultimately, the obstacle is the way teaches us that we are stronger than we think, because we do not know how strong we can become until we are pushed to our limits. The person who has never faced hardship may lack the depth of character required for great achievements. They may be comfortable, but they are also limited. The person who has faced countless obstacles and risen each time is forged in fire, tempered by pressure, and sharpened by conflict. They possess a resilience that allows them to thrive even when others would crumble. This is not just a philosophical concept. It is a practical reality observed throughout history among those who have achieved greatness. They did not achieve success by avoiding difficulties. They achieved it by embracing them as the essential components of their journey. So the next time you encounter a roadblock, a failure, or a situation that seems insurmountable, remember this ancient truth. Do not see it as a sign to stop. Do not view it as proof that your goal is out of reach. Instead, see it as an invitation to grow. See it as the very path leading you toward the strength and wisdom you need to succeed. The obstacle is not in the way, it is the way itself. Embrace the challenge, learn from the struggle, and trust that every step forward, even when forced by difficulty, brings you closer to your true potential. By shifting your perspective, you unlock a power within yourself that can navigate any storm and turn every setback into a setup for future success. The journey is not about avoiding the bumps. It is about learning how to ride them with grace and strength. If this gave you something to sit with today, consider subscribing. There's more wisdom like this ahead. Thank you for watching.